Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, currently 10:35 in the morning. I probably sound like crap, but I feel so much better than yesterday. Like yesterday, my voice was gone and I felt bad. Today I woke up feeling great, not sounding great. But anyways, we did work yesterday a little bit, nothing too crazy actually. I think I did just shy of 160 bucks. But today, right now, there's a $5 peak pay. So by the way, for the entire month, we're sitting at $28.36 with 9 cents. Okay, today is the 23rd. So when this comes out, for all my Hispanics out there, Feliz Navidad, and of course, Merry Christmas to you guys. Now the plan today is to make at least $300. $300. That's my plan. $300. We're not gonna go home until either $300 or 11 p.m. I think there's plenty of time. And I don't know if I said it earlier, there is a $5 peak pay right now until 11. And of course, I haven't seen a single offer, but it's there. So if I ever do get one, I'm sure I'll take it. But yeah, so anyways, we'll see you guys on the first order. Let's go. Okay, guys, so it's been about an hour and not a single offer came through with the $5 peak pay. As soon as the peak pay ended, trash was coming through, still declining, just waiting. I think today is gonna be one of those days where, you know, Doordash is gonna try and mentally test me with crappy orders like this one. So we're gonna just decline until we get something that's worth our time. In that entire hour, I've watched a little documentary, no problem. Now I have some more useless knowledge up in the dome, but that's cool. I've just been texting my friends. We got a Secret Santa going on. Everyone's trying to meet up, but it's probably gonna happen after Christmas. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to give you guys a quick little update. Oh, by the way, I looked at last year's earnings for the same date just because I was curious. On Thursday, the 23rd in 2021, I dashed a little under 6 hours and I only made $115. But I only completed 10 orders, only declined 10 orders. So that's also interesting to see. And according to this, on the 24th, I did $121, only completing 8 orders. So I think we'll see what happens. Definitely interesting. I did not think it was going to be like this slow, to be honest. But yeah, I guess that's, you know, again, it's going to be one of those days where, you know, they're going to try and send you a lot of trash. Hey, I got no problem. We're going to decline until we get something that makes sense. I'm telling you, guys, what I think, you know, you should take some of these. These are bad, like really bad. Like going to Maryland bad. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're not going to do that. So, we'll see on the stakes. According to this, Maggiano's is a hot spot. Maggiano's is right here. I have yet to see any orders from Maggiano's. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the first order, hopefully soon. Alrighty, guys, after waiting for what felt like forever, I'm telling you, it felt like over an hour. I could be wrong, though. We finally have an order here from Andy's Pizza. Now the roads are being treated. There is supposed to be some maybe possible snow, freezing rain. I don't know. It's pretty chilly today. I know for my Canadians out there, you're probably gonna think it's not that cold, but for us over here, it's very cold. Anyways, you see the salt on the ground, so people don't fall. And what is up with the escalator? I guess it froze. I don't know. But anyways, Andy's Pizza, $6.25. I think it's less than 2 miles. Hopefully it's ready. So yeah, let's go. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off, and to my surprise, because I was surprised, it went up from $6.25 to $13.25. Hey, let's go. Shout out to the lady. You know, I have to be able to tell you all stay warm and, you know, happy holidays. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, so funny, she was like, wow, I really like your voice. And I was like, lady, in my mind, I'm like, it's because I'm getting over a cold. This is not what my voice normally sounds like. But it was so funny and didn't really know what to say. So I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, I like your Christmas sweater. Because she was wearing a Christmas sweater. Anyways, the time right now, 11:45. $13.25 is what we got in the bank for right now. But that's okay. We still got plenty of time. Let's go. Okay, guys. So we're back here in Tyson's too. I don't know if you can see that, but this little P.F. Chang's takeout sign, it's so windy. It's hit the hood of this Tesla multiple times already. So I'm looking at this thing. This thing better not hit my hood. But yeah, it's really windy out today. And yeah, so right now we're still waiting for another order. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we have our next order here from Kava, 725, low miles. Hopefully you can hear me because it's windy, but it looks like it's finally picking up a little bit. Alrighty guys, quick update. The time is 1:07. You're thinking, wow, what have you been doing this whole time? Well, aside from declining, we got this one right here, and I had a feeling they were gonna drop this order. I mean, I didn't know for sure, but you know, right now people are doing last minute shopping. I would assume tomorrow might even be the same, to be honest. This one came along here from Bloomingdale's, 6 orders. I think it's showing $119, I think. Now the miles to me honestly look a little off, so I'm definitely gonna turn on Gridwise specifically just for this, just because I want to see how many. I know that I've done this in the past. If you guys have been with the channel for a while, whenever it's like 4 or more orders, the miles are not always accurate. Typically you drive a lot less miles. So this one is showing 8 items, 6 orders, 71.9 miles for $119. The map is kind of all over the place, but we're gonna do it backwards. We're gonna do the ones in Maryland first, because we don't want to end up in Maryland later. Just because, you know, if you guys have watched the channel long enough or you're from the area, you guys know how Maryland can be. But real quick before I forget, let me turn on here Gridwise specifically just for this. I track my miles with the driver utility helper app, so I typically don't use Gridwise a whole lot for miles, but it is nice to see like earnings and stuff. So let me turn this on real quick. Tracking. Allow all the time. Bam. Cool. Okay, so we're tracking the miles here with Gridwise right now. Oh, what was cool though, I ran into this guy. I think his name was Ferris. I saw him subscribe to the channel. We were talking, and he showed me the biggest order that I've ever seen. I think he got it yesterday. He said it was $171, and I think it was only like 8 orders or something like that. It was insane. What a huge payout. And he's been telling me he's been coming here all week, and he's timed it, so he knows around 12:30 you hang out by Bloomingdale's, you might get a banger. So that's basically that was kind of my plan, to be honest, because I knew that they're kind of dropping a lot right now around 12:30ish and whatnot. Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but this little area is normally always backed up. So typically every time I go to Maryland, it'll say 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Right now, 17 minutes, 12 miles. Let's go. Finally, something not outrageous. So I'm super thankful about that. So we'll see how today's goes. But this one, even if we do drive 70 miles, this is cash flow, baby. Cash flow. 120 bucks. It could go up. I don't know. Who knows? But this right here brought me back to life. Because, man, declining. I'm like, what am I doing out here? Just declining. Garbage. You know, even if it is garbage, I feel like it's still annoying to the fact that, you know, you got to decline it. Some of the orders sounded like, I know it's, you might say insulting or whatever. I know it's an app, an algorithm. They just throw it out there. But it's like, who is taking these orders? Especially if you know your market. Even if you don't know your market, if you come to Tyson's, if you live in Tyson's, you know it's expensive. You know people got money. So why would you take a low paying offer? You know, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I do plan on going live tonight, and I guess it'll be the second to last live before the year ends. And by the way, I know we got a lot of ground to make up here to the goal, but yesterday was my last day on my W-2 for the year. I'm basically using a week of vacation left, but we're gonna dash. So this last week of the year, we're gonna go hard. We're gonna hit the goal. I'm not doing this 1 chip challenge unless something catastrophic happens. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen. But yeah, anyways, let me get to Maryland and we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, I know I said we were gonna see each other in Maryland, but for the first time, I think, that I've ever gone to Maryland with you guys, we're about to cross the bridge live with minimal traffic. This right here is usually always bumper to bumper for no real reason. And as I say that, according to the GPS, there's supposed to be a small buildup of traffic. Hopefully not. It is crazy windy outside. The wind is most definitely moving my little Dashmobile. Of course, you know, we're pro drivers here, so no problem. But basically, this little bridge right here, for whatever reason, mad traffic almost every single time. But right now, it's flowing. It's great. We're going into Maryland. As soon as we come out of this bridge, we will be in the great state of Maryland. Although, you know, they're well known for having bad roads and terrible drivers. But shout out to my people from Maryland. You guys know who you are. much love, even though, like I just said earlier, you guys are the worst drivers ever. But yeah, so after this right here, we got just 7 more miles. And yeah, we'll see you guys in a few, probably when we're going back to Virginia. We'll see, it depends. If I got some interesting things to record, then I definitely will. But we'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, so we're heading back into Virginia, right? And there is no power at this light. So for my bad drivers out there, you treat it as a 4-way stop sign, basically. But you know, we're in Maryland. First of all, why is there no power to this light? It's not like there's no it's not like it's raining or anything. So definitely weird. And people are just dumbfounded, staring at each other like, bro, if you're not gonna go, then I'm gonna go. And of course, hopefully we can all react if we need to react. But that was weird. Anyways, we are done in Maryland. We're heading to Great Falls in Virginia, which is kind of far actually. It's like 20 something miles away, according to GPS, 35 minutes. But we're all done in Maryland, so that's the important part. But yeah, so when there is no power at the lights, at least here in the US, at least the way that I was taught in driver's ed when I was like 15, if there's no power, you treat it as a 4-way stop, and hopefully everybody knows that. But again, weird that they don't have power at that light. Anyways, let me get back to Virginia. We'll see you guys in a bit. Let's go. Guys, we got the order dropped off over here. What are we doing? Why is this guy stopping here? He's not even talking to the cop. But anyways, we got the third one dropped off. I'm almost paying the highest that I've seen so far. I was paying $29.75. Now we have a 25-minute drive here to the next one. But yeah, if it was snowing or raining really, really hard, I wouldn't come up here to Great Falls, because most of the roads are 2-lane roads. It's a lot of like turns and twists, and you know, you really can't, you know, predict everything, you know. So I could be the safest driver. There could be somebody out here whipping you know, a fast car, you know, they can't handle it, they fly off the road. Anything could happen, you know. So definitely I would not be here if it was really, really bad weather. I don't think I've said it before, but you guys should definitely have any type of dash cam. We're on the road too much to not have one. We're on the road way too much to not have one. Anything could happen, just in case. You know, I have a dash cam. I think I put the link in the description. If not, I'm sure it'll be there. I don't think this model is made anymore, but you could literally go to Walmart and buy like a cheap $50 dash cam that can be just as good. Because sometimes, you know, you gotta protect yourself. Anything can happen. People lie all the time. You know, without cameras, you know, it's he said, she said, and you know how that goes. But anyways, the time right now is 2:25, and so far we've driven, let me double check here with Gridwise. So far, so right now we've driven 42.8 miles. We're an hour and 18 minutes into the order. Not bad, not bad. And we should be done, I think, within an hour tops. We'll see what happens. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we're all done with the orders from Bloomingdale's. I almost said Macy's, but you know, they're like cousins, sisters, whatever. Anyways, now looking at the tracker here from Gridwise, it took us 2 hours and 16 minutes to complete, and we did drive the miles. If anything, we drove more miles. We drove 76 miles, 2 hours and 16 minutes, and we made $119.25. Hey, not too bad. Definitely time well spent. Now we're sitting at 139.75. The time right now is 4:02. It took me 20 minutes to drive back here into Tyson's, and here we are. So far, I've only seen one order, and it was bad. So yeah, I'm always gonna be on the lookout here for the peak pay, because we know how it is. Now yesterday, I know that Adam was receiving some super late Bloomingdale orders, so it's possible that we might even see another batch, another run of these orders. Who knows? Hopefully, you know, I don't mind it. But again, the goal is to make $300 by 11, or whatever we can make by 11. I think that's what I said earlier. Hopefully I'm right. You know, what's random transition here. I was cleaning out my desk. I have like a little study at the house, because I want to make them more into like an office, so I can do my videos when I go live and whatnot. And I saw this bill from when my daughter was born, right? And it was a C-section, and the bill was $32 $32,000. And I had really good insurance at the time. So I think in the end, I only ended up paying like $2,800. But I remember when I saw the bill, I'm like, $32,000. And when you run down the bills, they charge you for everything. I remember seeing like a skin to skin contact, meaning like you're holding they're gonna charge me to hold my baby, which is insane. I feel like the American health system is just insane. The amount of money that you spend, even with insurance, even with insurance, things are still expensive, but super random. But yeah, 30. I mean, just thinking of that alone will deter me from like, man, do I want to have another kid? $32,000, man. But yeah, that was super random. I don't know why that just came into my head. But anyways, hopefully we can make those $300 today. We need it for sure. But yeah, so anyways, I shall see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, hopefully you can hear me okay, but I think we just accepted an unexpected banger from the Lady M Boutique. It's like a really fancy looking, I don't know, dessert place. It is from Caviar, has a little C. So technically it's, Caviar. Doordash bought them out a couple years ago. They only have like expensive stores there, which makes sense. So hopefully it's ready. But for the first time, it's not telling me what it usually says. It usually says like, oh, don't tell them you're with DoorDash. Say you're with somebody else, and it has like some weird number. But now it's not saying that, so we'll see how that goes. It is freezing. The wind right now, if you guys could feel it, oof, man, it's gotta be in the teens. And I know, like, I know all these comments from these guys in Canada that it's not that cold, but it's cold. Okay, we got the Maggiano's right here. Corner Bakery's closed. They close really early sometimes. But yeah, Lady M right here on the left. It's just like a fancy spot. Oh man, they're packed. Uh-oh, might have to wait a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I can go to the back. I'm just picking up. Let's see. Maybe not. Okay guys, so we are just waiting. We're a little bit early. She was kind of confused because before she asked me for the number, which before I had the number, but now I don't have the number anymore. So I just showed her the order on my phone, and now we are waiting. They're pretty packed in here, so yeah. We'll see you guys in the field. Hey guys, we're back in the Dashmobile. Did a little bit of waiting. They were really busy, and I guess because it came through from Caviar, so it was a different type of way the order comes in for them. I don't know. But check this out, okay? It's 17 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like 2 degrees. 2. It is so cold out there. Woo, man. Anyways, we're 10 minutes away, 2.3 miles. The time right now is 4:21. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we're back here in Tyson's too. The last order went from 6.25 to 12.25, perhaps on the banger. But honestly, for how small it was, how fast it was a great order. Now, we're sitting at 1:52. The time is 4:45. And I'm just watching the new season that just dropped of Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime. So we're just going to wait until we get another order, and we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Again, we're going to stay out till at least 11. So hopefully we can make $300. We're technically a little more we're technically a little more than halfway there. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, I don't know if you can see me or hear me okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay at least. We just picked up our next set of orders here from the Cheesecake Factory and Andy's Pizza. Andy's was a stack, and of course after I take him, then I see a notification for an extra $1 peak pay. So these ones do not include the peak pay, and that's fine. But yeah, low mileage, decent amount of items, especially the one from Cheesecake, and it's like expensive food. Like they got I think like 2 ribeyes and things like that, so maybe it'll go up a little bit, who knows. Hopefully, people are paying attention, because I feel like if I leave your food at the door right now, your food's gonna be super cold, super fast. The last customer that I did, I think they put leave on my door, but they met me anyways, and I feel like it's because of that reason, like they don't want their food to get cold, But Tyson's again is pretty packed, lots of people right now. I don't know what's up with my in-app navigation. It's been super glitchy lately. Come on. Anyways, man, let me Let me get this order dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a few. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got those orders dropped off, and then this one came along. I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and risk it. It could pay more. It's showing $22.25 from PF Chang's. It is going into Maryland, but it's fine because you know, it's a good order. I'm assuming that it's ready. Last two were pretty decent. I think one became like $11, one became like $9. So hey, no complaints. Now is the food going to be ready here at PF Chang's? We shall see. We shall see, man. Excuse me. Sorry. Perhaps it's one of these. We're gonna have to wait. Alrighty, guys, we're back in the Dash Mobile. The food was ready, but it took me longer to find someone that could help me. You know what I mean? Than it did for me to walk to the restaurant and walk back to the car. Man, it is so cold. I know that I keep saying it. I don't know how you guys do it out there in Canada or Ohio, wherever it's colder. Because this is not. I love winter. I'm a winter guy, but this wind right here, oof, is killer. But you know, if you ask me, would I rather be in 90-degree weather or this weather all day long. I hate summer. It's so hot. Yeah, definitely not a fan. But on the bright side, though, we're only 14 minutes away, so there must be no traffic going into Maryland, because it is going into Maryland, which is awesome. So hopefully it pays more, but if it doesn't, hey, it is what it is. This could put us over the $200 mark, I think. Anyways, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and it became almost $30. Now we're sitting at $202.15. That's probably the closest delivery in Maryland I've ever done. Like, you're on the bridge, it's the first exit, super fast. I've never seen a house directly in front of a church. Like, there's the space between the church and these people's houses so minimal. I was surprised. I'm like, is that a church? And when the guy came to get the food, he was like, yeah, it's a church. And he was saying that when they bought the house, the church hadn't been built yet, and if he would have known they were going to build a church, he wouldn't have bought the house. Because, you know, I'm guessing on Sundays it's really crowded or whatever. But hey, shout out to him for tipping. And now we're back here in Tyson's 2. I know I sound bad, but I feel great, actually. I'm just a little bit cold. It's 6:30, so we got what, 3.5 hours left. Can we get another $98? I sure hope we can. Let's go. Okay, guys, we just picked up our next order from PF Chang's. Your PF Chang's, you know what? They're getting better. They're definitely getting better. And this one, I think, is going to be a banger. It's a couple of items. The food was ready. $7.25. There is a $1 peak, so that's really $6.25. But it's going like down the street. I mean, it's 3 miles away. It's going to a house. Easy pickup, easy drop off. Time right now is 6:46. So my goal is, again, 300 or before. But honestly, it's so cold that I think if once it dies down, like if it's 8 o'clock, 8:30, I'm just gonna call it a day, because it's way too cold right now. You know what? We should have a drinking game. Every time I say it's cold, you guys gotta take a shot. So I'm pretty sure if you're still watching, you guys are all fucked up, for lack of a better term. But yeah, man, it's the wind that's killer. And I just saw a guy do panhandling. There's no way this dude's not frozen. You know, like, I mean, he had like the little hot hands, but that's not gonna do anything if you're standing out there with a little sign saying like, hey, that helps or whatever. You know, so I don't know. That's insane. Yeah. So, man. Anyways, right now PF Chang's is feeding us a lot of good orders. I think Cheesecake Factory, like always. But right now, to me, honestly, it's a parking situation that's kind of rough right now. It's a lot of people that are going out for dinner, so parking is kind of difficult, but that's okay. We're 5 minutes away from the next drop off. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. So I was almost back at Tyson's 2 when this order came in from Ruth Chris, going into Reston, and I thought about this one. I think it took me almost the entire time to decide whether or not I wanted to take it. It is a lot of items. I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and risk it. It's going to a pretty accessible building in Reston, and they were probably gonna just stay there and dash there. We'll see. I don't know, but it does have a subtotal of $190. So, you know, in theory, that could be a banger. You know what I mean? So hopefully, the food is ready. Typically don't pick up too many orders here from Ruth Chris, But hopefully the food's ready. Now, I knew it was gonna be cold, right? So I brought gloves. Except my dumb ass, first of all, I brought two different gloves, and they're both with the same hand. That's just so dumb. And of course, I forgot my beanie. The one time I wear my beanie, it's extremely cold. So, yeah, silly. Hey, but we're having a good day. We're having a good day, so we can't complain. It could always be worse. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. Here we are with Chris. Man, I haven't been here in forever. Like, you know, to eat food. Sounds good right about now. Will it be ready? I wonder if they're gonna be open for Christmas. I'm sure people will want to come here for the holidays. Let's see. Thank you. Hello, I'm just picking up a DoorDash order. Tara. Thank you. It is so cool. There's basically like 30 seconds worth of waiting. You have to go get the dessert from the back. But hey, we're back in the dash room. They have so much staff just standing by the front. I'm like, what is going on over here, you know? Now we're gonna have a 19-minute drive to Reston. And like I said, it's basically going in the heart of the town center. If anything, the customer's name sounds familiar. So I wanna say that she's a good tipper, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But man, my throat, I feel like every time I talk, I'm like, oh, God, I like no voice, you know? So I'm hoping that I'm better by Christmas, even though it's in 2 days. But like I said, I feel better, I just don't sound great, if that makes any sense. Man. Whew. Anyways, guys, let's keep it going. Hopefully, this will help us get to 300 a lot quicker. Hopefully. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we just got the order dropped off from Ruth Chris, and it was a banger. Let's go. $40, I think. Now we're sitting at $2.75 with 67 cents. I ended my dash and then started my dash again here in Reston. I'm sure we'll be able to make the difference here in Reston. Hopefully it's busy enough for that. If not, then we'll drive to my home zone in Fairfax and dash there, because then I can just go home right after that. But yeah. Anyway, shout out to the lady. She was super nice. Again, it was one of those, like, leave on my door, but she came out to get it, and she's like, oh, thank you so much for driving. I know it's really cold. And once I saw that tip, I was like, hey, you thank me. No problem. You know? But, yeah, what a day. Definitely much needed. It's been my best, I can't even talk. It's been my best day in a while. So hopefully tomorrow we can, you know, try to replicate. We already killed what I did last year. I think last year I only did like $115 or whatever. For the same date, and then tomorrow, I mean, I'm only gonna dash probably until like 6, because then we got some things for the family that are planned. So yeah, but I'm pretty confident that we should be able to get to $300 by 10 p.m. hopefully. Anyway, the time right now is 7:49. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys, we just picked up our next order here from the counter. 2 items. It was paying, I think, $12, 7.7 miles. I'm taking it because it's taking me to my home zone in Fairfax. And once we get there, we're gonna dash it out there. So it makes sense, because I was gonna go in that direction later anyways, you know. Man, but you know what pisses me off the most about some certain drivers? People that drive really slow for no reason. I had this guy in front of me, beautiful Porsche 911. This dude is going so slow for no reason. Like, I'm like, yo, why are you going so slow? You know? And then when I get beside him, dude's on his phone. Like, really? Anyways, guys, it's 8 o'clock on the dot. I'm 12 minutes away. We're so close. Let's go. Okay, guys, quick update. We got the order dropped off, and now we're basically $12 and some change away from hitting 300. We're parked here in Fairfax Corner next to an Uncle Julio's, next to a P.F. Chang's, a Chipotle. You know, we got some questionable history with it. So I'm hoping that we can get something so we can go ahead and call it a night. There's also a Cheesecake Factory down the street, and I'm close enough that I should get some of those orders. But so far, crickets, nothing but crickets. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, and as I say that, I get a trash Safeway order, $5.50 for shopping? What? That's insane. Anyways, we'll see how long this takes. But again, we're gonna go till 10. So if I have to sit here till 10, then call it a day, I guess. But I would much rather make $12 before that. you know, so hopefully we can make that happen. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, so we ended up getting an order from PF Chang's. We just dropped it off. It was paying 15 something. Going back to wrestling, I didn't even care. I saw the dollar amount and I'm like, we're gonna finish. And it went up a little bit, almost $17 I think. So we're gonna finish today's dash at $304 with 61 cents. Now it is the most miles that I've driven in a while, but 70 of that was from Bloomingdale's. So we drove a little under 160 miles, but hey, it still pays up almost $2 a mile. No complaints, no complaints. One of my better dashes in a long time. And of course, Bloomingdale's most definitely helped. But if it's, you know, if it's in my market, of course I'm gonna use it to my advantage. You know what I mean? So that's that. Plus it kind of worked out because I wanted to swing by Chick-fil-A anyways, because I need a chicken noodle soup. I need something warm because it's so cold. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming along in today's dash. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. We'll see you guys in a few days. Yeah, in a few days. Take care. Peace.